trottinette aujourd'hui?
Je ne parle pas français.
La trottinette?
No, the police.
Oh, fils de pute.
Yeah.
N'importe où, désolé.
It's good for the training, no? Yeah. So, yeah, people still speak about my trottinette, the step that, yeah, they just took my helmet, my ski glasses, my dust mask. They refused to give me a paper. I could take a picture of the identification of the policeman, so this was good. They were not wearing caps, so I could recognize them. But as soon as I started, because I put on the live, and as soon as I started filming, they didn't want to speak to me again, because they said, yeah, you can pick it up tonight at the police station, at the central police station. I said, yes, but if you don't give me a piece of paper that this is mine, then how am I going to get it back? Then all of a sudden they had to take my identification number. I had to see my identification. Well, this is not a problem. You know, I have nothing to hide either. So yeah, I'm now in the protest. It's going to be, I expect it to be a heavy day. There's a lot of yellow here, a lot of not yellow also. And there was a lot of police on the way here. So, and they were speaking among each other in French. I have to say I was searched, but they got a woman to do it. So a female police officer to search me, which is a good thing, because yeah, they do it thoroughly, and I think that's important. It's important that they get a woman to do this, I mean. Okay. If you're asking if I could get my material back, no, because they took it, and they don't give me a paper that it's mine. Hello.
What do you do?
Good. You good?
Oh, sorry, you watch a video aggression.
Yes.
Good. Dégueulasse.
Yeah.
Dégueulasse.
It's yeah, bad.
I love you too.
Oh, thank you. Merci beaucoup. Oh shit. This makes me a little bit shy. I'm not good with attention. Okay, I'm quickly going to climb up something so you can see how many people is here. Because it's really busy. This is a different place than where it usually starts. Usually it starts at a different metro station. Then again, this is not a yellow vest protest, but the 1st of May, Labor Day protest. I think they do this every year in France, but I'm not really sure. I know in Germany it's every year, it's Mayhem. But I have no idea what it's like here in France, so we'll see today. I know in Paris there's heavy police forces. I think something is happening. Yeah, in Paris I saw a lot of police on the way here, but I don't know what's up with that. It's a strong sun, so I don't know if you can read what they said. What this says. Let's see how much banners they want to take today. No. At least when hooligans steal each other's flags, it's fair. Because they all have the same strength, but here it's a police force that takes the banners from unarmed people.
Action direct, qu'est-ce que ça veut dire? Ça veut dire ce que ça veut dire. Ouais, on va pas.
Yeah, I see a lot of the same faces as I see on Saturdays. So I didn't set my alarm for the phone. That's not so clever because I have to watch the time. Yeah, but where I put. Merci beaucoup. People are giving flowers. I was told this yesterday. I didn't know. In France, it's accustomed to buy flowers from children on these days. The sort of a lily. And a woman wanted to give them to me, but I don't know where to put it, and I'll only break it because I have to put it in my pocket, you know. I need to do something to watch the time.
N'hésitez pas, venez récupérer votre masque bleu, et voilà, c'est gratuit, c'est cadeau.
They're handing out masks of Benalla.
Là, jamais.
Google it. That won't protect against the gas, though.
Ouais, mais on essaye de
There's a few of these vans that have music installations on them. PKK. When I was in Istanbul, one of the protests I went to there, this is 5 or 6 years ago, was for a Kurdish boy being killed by the police, by a police bullet. I believe when he was just out to go and get some bread. He was a young boy. And one of the protests was dedicated to him. And people always say the Turkish and the Kurdish people are not enemies but opposites. And well, I didn't show that day. They were all united that day. Trying to set the alarm of my phone, but it's not working because it's too much light. So I can't see the phone. I'll do it later.
Tu n'es pas à Paris?
Je ne parle pas français, but no, à Paris. Non possible.
I'm sorry for you.
No, don't worry. I think it's good to be in the same place every time.
Yes.
Because then people can compare. You know? Yeah, so,
I think so.
It's a good thing. And you need people too, no? Everybody's embarrassed and what happened here.
Us, we stay here, always.
Understand. It's your city, no? is your city. Toulouse is your town.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
my city, yes.
And-
But we are friends on Facebook since 2 or 3 days. Januszka.
Okay,
Januszka.
okay. I get a lot of friends
Yeah,
with I'm
like
sorry.
me, like
yeah,
me,
it's
you know.
crazy.
Don't worry. Be careful.
No. Yeah, it's sweet people speak to me about this, but yeah, be careful. Yeah, I can't be careful. Then I cannot do my job. You know. It's, tell the police to stop their bullshit, and then none of these people have to be careful, and they can just protest peacefully. So yeah, the police is already there in numbers, but the people also. There's a lot of people here. When the police were searching my things, they were speaking among each other, and what I understood was journalist anglais. So that would mean they were speaking about the English journalist. Well, I'm not English, I speak English, but... And they kept telling me the laws of France is that you need a press card to be press. And I told them the laws of Europe is that you don't need a press card, and we still live in Europe, which is the highest law. And I had to, they say to me that I'm not press because I don't have the papers. God, it's bullshit. I can't set my other phone. It's a little bit shit. So I have to try and keep an eye on the time I need to keep an eye on the time that I am recording. So if anybody sees when I'm round about half an hour and tells me, and I hope I see it, that would be really great. There's a lot of people. And there's a lot of yellow vests, a lot of familiar faces, but there's also a lot of, not yellow vests, no, people without, I know, like, for example, in the Netherlands, there's always a thing like, yeah, if you take off your yellow vest or blah, 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 it should not matter, no, it's about the people in the street together, and this is what they do very well here in France. They are all united. I just walked over an hour to get here, which for me is a lot because the public transport is not working today. But I see that luckily some food stands and things are open, so at least if I take a break I can get some food. Trying to figure out where it starts, or where they start walking, so I can stay a little bit at the front of it. Starts here. So I'm going to walk to the front of this. Sorry. Okay, I've got my other phone sorted. So I can set the timer. So Jason, if you're watching, I don't know, I'm going to, the first one or the second one this is going to be a little bit longer because I couldn't set my phone. I'm going to set the clock now.
C'était bien cette histoire de changer les choses. Imaginez sortir tu vois, de quelque chose. En fait, quel tu vois quand tu réagis.
There's a lot of organizations here today which usually aren't here. Or maybe they're there but not not as not so visible as organizations. Bonjour. This man is always here also. I heard there would be a funny action of the some street medics, but I haven't seen them yet. So the smaller guy is somebody who has something to say. The one on the left is always with 3 other guys. Here we go, it starts. The vibe is really good. The police car they're driving with. Looked like the guy was pissing, but he's emptying a bottle. The guy, the police man. That was the protesters, not the police. That's a backpack they didn't check. Molly, thanks. I just set my alarm, so I'm going to continue this until the alarm goes off. Because I don't think this early shit will start, so it doesn't need to be edited. Thank you for telling me, because I do need this during the day when I can't set the phone.
Les travailleurs algériens nous ont dit que c'est en regardant les gilets jaunes à la télé française que la population algérienne avait trouvé l'espoir et la force de manifester massivement dans toutes les villes d'Algérie pour chasser le président de l'État. Alors, salut les gilets jaunes!
On his crutches. So that was the Human Rights Watch, the French Human Rights Watch. It has a different name. My sweet French friend was laughing at me last night because I tried to pronounce it. I can't. I'm going to keep it at the French Human Rights Watch. Take some of the signs that people have. Hello, good you? Yeah. I don't know what all these signs mean. Yeah, this I know. Police partout, justice no pas. This everybody knows, I think. Police everywhere, justice nowhere. Well, I can speak about this. Molly, they just brought out a report of 137 pages about the police violence. So yes, they are here again. Types of people on crutches, young, old, heavily tattooed, very decent, alternative, media, medics. I think it's amazing too. It's such a powerful vibe. Yeah, this. Yeah, they really have spirit. I fell in love with the spirit of the French for sure. Street medics here. French really have spirit. They are united. between them. See some banners and if somebody can translate the French to English in the comments of the signs, then everybody understands it. Sorry.
Le mec qui cherche par la mer.
I can't, hold on.
Ah, déjà?
Can't catch that. Want to catch this one with the... Thought they were going to walk. I have to say here at the front is only I only saw the 3 police guys. Yeah, it's only them 3 and they keep their distance a little bit. You see them standing there. And I saw there's 2 bikes, of the white bikes with the police. Yeah, on the way here I saw a lot of police and a lot of vans and the gas tanks already ready. But here, yeah, there's nothing. And this is a shopping street. This is the container they always stand on and yeah, they sing songs and make some noise, you know. And usually the street is sort of safe because they won't throw gas here because of the expensive shops and the people just shopping. But today everything is closed. So let's see how that goes. I'm really curious how today goes because of all of the announcements that were made that they were would be extra strong today. I don't know if it's just for Paris. Usually Toulouse is a really strong city also, and a lot of shit happens here. And when I say a lot of shit happens here, I mean shit coming from the police. Because if you watch all my lives, you can count on one hand that you see the protesters doing something, and usually it's after being gassed and hunted and shot at for half a day. Then they respond. Yeah. See only a small part of the protest now because around the corner to the right there was more people. There's always a lot of elderly people here as well, which I think is really strong because it's always a lot of walking. Not that I'm saying that elderly people are weak, but it's more hard for them to try and get on. Okay, hold on. Sorry. I'm gonna try and stand on something. Hold on. And this is only part of the people. Around the corner is more people. Philip, I think we're still lucky that they're not shooting with sharp bullets, you know. But people are getting very hurt with this. No eyes lost. And it still hurts like a motherfucker. Yeah, but these people get shit also. It's not that they put it on and they get shit. And they still put it on. Or they don't put it on. Look how many yellow vests you see. There's at least just as much not yellow vests. Okay, we're starting to walk, so I'm... Sorry. That's unreadable. Street medics for me are heroes. If they weren't here, and they're targeted a lot, especially the past few weeks, they take their gear, they take their equipment, they are shot at just as well. I think that's like a failure of honor if there's only street medics standing somewhere and the police start shooting them. And a lot of the street medics help the police too when they get hurt. It's not that they're only here for the people. Without the street medics, this would be really hard.
On laisse passer.
See, and there's such a big crowd, and these three cops just feel safe to walk in front of them, with just the three of them. So that means that the violence of the protesters is zero, because else they wouldn't be walking here like this. You know, people have to get this in their head. They stop again. Shit. This is where they stand around the container and make a lot of noise. Let me see if I can climb up on something. I never think it's a problem. I'm so tiny. But on days like these, I wish I was a bit taller. I wish I was a baller. No. Yeah, I don't see anything to stand on. People are wearing these masks. Yeah, if anybody understands the French, please translate it in the comments so people understand what is being sung, because I really don't know. Also funny, the copper said to me, "You don't speak French?" And I said, "No, I don't know. This shit starts in France, and in a few months' time, learn French is not possible, no." And he looked at me like that was a bad thing, you know, that was, sorry. Sorry, I don't speak French. Hello. You can keep your things. They take everything from me.
Not from me yet.
Not from me yet, yeah, exactly. There's another press guy. He is here also every week. He's really tall. And he has professional camera gear, like the big cameras. So I think that's really good if you can walk around with that all day. I wish I could do the roller skates. I had some, but I gave them away. And I fall too many times. The street is still full until the end. And it looks like there's still coming people out of the right side of the street. Well, Kate, then you should come here with a camera, because it's a lot easier when you've got some wheels under you. It's a lot slower than it usually is. Well, the Dutch should learn how to unite, no? Then they can get a lot of people also. Because this is not France, this is Toulouse, and this is from the area of Toulouse, the region. And the Netherlands is a small country, so from the Netherlands. Hollande. Yes. Thank you. Dutch people, you are good people according to this man. Yeah, I see police at the end of this street. They don't have any gear on. It looks like they were stopping people. Probably to take their protective things also. I think that's such a... Not because it happened to me for the second time now, or the third time actually, that they take my things. But it's they're gassing the people and they're taking away the things that protect from the gas. And there's a lot of speak about the gas, that it raises the cyanide levels in your blood. I have symptoms of this. Usually after a hard day of gas on Saturday, I am ill for 1 or 2 days. I've got a raised temperature or a fever. I feel really bad, like your body is all worn out. And I think it's a disgrace that they take these things from the people so that they can't protect themselves against the danger from it, no? It's just systematically poisoning their own. And then they tell you they're just doing their job. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. There. Ah, he's here again. He's a really friendly guy. Yeah, I think they should do that too. Just put down their, just leave their jobs for it, no? And then somebody said, yeah, but it's not that easy, blah, blah, blah. Well, look at all these people. All these people are taking risks, are making sacrifices. I am taking risks and making sacrifices. And it's not easy for anybody. Yeah, I'm too small to see the end of the street. On crutches, and I've had crutches when I broke my foot. That's not easy. This is the really strong woman from the metro. We were all pushed into the metro station. Nobody wanted to go because they throw gas in it and then you're gassed really heavily because you can't go anywhere. And they were really smashing people, pushing them down, hitting them. And this woman refused to go down. She just stayed up there. I have a video on it, about it on YouTube. She's really strong. And she didn't do anything, she just refused to move. I have to say the women here are really strong. I'm not saying the men are not strong, but the women here are really strong. There's a few of them that just, they just have spirit. This is, oh no, maybe not. No, I'm wrong, sorry. Or it is. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I think this road goes to where it usually starts, the protest. Yeah. I think police is on the corner, they came closer, because you hear the whistling.
On va finir par faire un gros tête. Attendez, ça s'arrête.
like that they took my helmet, of course for the protection, but my helmet also said that I am press. So now I'm live streaming and people are not warned that I am live streaming. That goes for the police too. And this is important with journalism, that you have to make clear what you are doing. And they take that away. So I have to think of something new to do that. Another man with crutches. He's clever. He brought his chair. There will be police here. This is the place, the way to the Capitol. Now I don't know, but on Saturdays the Capitol is forbidden. And apparently today also, because there is shitloads of vans. There is some police vans here today. A few, they're walking back. But there's shitloads of vans behind these two vans. And that's funny because the Capitol is forbidden on Saturday. From 9 till 9 or from 12 till 9, something like this. I didn't know it was forbidden on a Wednesday also. When I see somebody who can know more about this, I will ask about it. And I think it was last night or don't know what day it was, but they went to the Capitol as well, the Gilets Jaunes. You speak English?
No.
No? A little? No. Yeah, sorry. Je ne parle pas français.
Je vais voir la plaque pour savoir d'où ils sont.
So last night or the night before, a female of the French Human Rights Watch was arrested. And the Capitol, I mean, I don't like the Capitol to go to because it's a big square and when they surround it, you've got nowhere to go. But for the people here, it's a symbol. So they are pretty pissed off that they can't go there.
Je bouge pas.
The guy that was waving is here always also. Here is more police. They are a little bit hiding across around the corner. And they're not hiding, but that's what it looks like. He tells them to go back.
Thank you.
Normally we hear this, Hankul, or I don't know how you say it. He's telling them to move back. That's good. Because if they keep their distance, it's more safe for everybody. It's crazy to say this, no? Do you speak English? Do you speak English?
I know.
No.
Speak English.
The Capitol is officially forbidden today.
Yes.
But usually it's only on Saturday, no?
No, it's on Wednesday.
But this is official, or yeah, a lot of things happen is not official. So yes, so this is why I ask. Because I'm telling the people, so I'm telling it correct. Okay, so the police is saying that the Capitol is now forbidden on Wednesday also, and that it's official. There is the back of this is the way to the Capitol, and there's a lot of police also. Yeah, I know the focus is on Paris. I think not only the cops are there. I hope the people in Paris are strong today, man, because it will be really heavy there. I don't know if there's any live streams going. Did anybody see anything? See here, they stay back. If I just saw that right, they threw a paper plane at the if I just saw that right. I love these clowns. I'm a big fan of the Clowns Army. I don't know if people know this, but Google it. They have a different name nowadays, but they used to be the Clowns Army, and I love them because they have this really cool actions against the police where they are dressed up as clowns and do the same things they do, but in a funny way. Or, you know, they put donuts on a fish rod and keep it in front of the police. I think that humor is a really good way of protesting, I think. So yeah, I like people dressed up like that. And a lot of these people, they, like the French Human Rights Watch, press, and the protesters, of course, they're being intimidated by bullshit arrests without a proper evidence or proper charges, and then they get convicted for one of the guys last Saturday was convicted to 2 years of hard prison or 18 months not attending the protests. That's insane. And of course they do this to intimidate and scare off the people. There's a lot of police also. These are all dressed up. And with dressed up I mean that they have their helmets on, they have their shields out. There's a lot of fans. Yeah, I can't count them. I don't know if I go out of the... you see it better. But they are moving a little bit back, so I think this is... it's crazy, you know, that you think it's a good thing when the police move back. It's just insane. The vibe is really good today, and usually when it's going to be a heavy day, you feel this at the beginning of the protest. So let's hope it's not so heavy in Toulouse. No lives from Paris. That's strange. No, you can't tell me that nobody wants to go live in Paris. I mean, I know that some live streamers were arrested, and well, if you're arrested, then it seems like you can't go to protests anymore. But it's also because this is what I hear, and I don't know if this is true. I need to check all this. Well, police. Ah, at the back. Wait. Merci. I will watch them. What was I saying? I need to go check this all, but I will do this soon. Shit, no, I don't know what I was saying. That they do the quick court thing. So you can choose to do it quickly. They keep you for 48 hours, and then you can see a judge, but it's a quick court case. And then people are convicted for bullshit things. And one of the guys that was arrested last Saturday cannot attend the protest for 18 months. So I'm really curious why people choose this fast way of going to court. They're stopping here. And then they get charged with, I believe this guy was charged with throwing something at the police, but there was no evidence for it, and there was no police person with any wounds, so they couldn't convict him for this. So they convicted him for wearing a mask, and I'm not sure if I think it's a gas mask, but I'm not sure. It could also be like a normal mask. This is against the police. They're in the side street. And I think that's absolutely insane. Also, what is against the European law, but what is happening in France at the moment is that they say you did something, and then you need to prove that you didn't do it. So you are guilty until proven innocent, which is insane. I mean, I'm on live stream, so I can sort of prove, like, look at my videos, I do nothing but hold the camera. But how is somebody, you know, how is this guy walking here, just walking, give proof that he didn't do anything? I think, and in the European, like the sort of, I don't know the right word now, but the constitutional rights, it says that you are innocent until proven guilty. So why is Europe not telling France to stop this bullshit? I don't get it. And if Europe doesn't tell France to stop this bullshit, then one, it can happen everywhere. And then why are we in Europe? If the laws only, if the laws are only for officials and not for the people. First problem in Paris, okay. Yeah, I hope the people in Paris are strong. I know a lot of them will be very strong, but it will be a hard day for them, man. Here's the cops on the bikes. They keep an eye on where the people go, where the crowd goes. They also pick out people. And they drive into a street, and then they stop halfway, block the road, start gassing, make 3 rounds, and drive off. Doesn't do much good. This is, the whistling is when they pass the police. I think it will be a long time before the police in France gets a little bit of respect again, because the people totally lost their faith in the police. I always try and stay in front because usually when the police attacks, it's from the front. But sometimes they just attack from the middle of the protest. So then I hear something and I think I need to walk back, you know. Also in Toulouse, there's also always a lot of people in wheelchairs, and there's some really strong people in wheelchairs that block the water tanks, try and stand in front of the gas tanks to stop the police force, and they get hurt really bad. I think this elderly woman that does this in an electrical wheelchair, she broke her foot because they were pulling her out of the wheelchair and all this kind of bullshit.
Ouais, même là, moi j'en parle.
I see that Redfish is live. I think Redfish is in Paris.
Tube de l'année. Tube de l'année.
Sorry. A lot of police fans here. They are usually not at this point, or not at the beginning of the. But today is not like a Gilets Jaunes protest. No, it's the Liberty protest. It's funny that they follow the police. No worries. Merci. Je ne parle pas français. Non, non, non. Excusez-moi. Okay, I'm gonna stop and quickly restart the live, and I do this so it's easier to handle the videos afterwards. So I'm gonna stop it now, and then I'll be back in a few seconds.